Uh, Good day, fam. Good day, Freeman community. Welcome to Freeman Lifestyle. Be sure to like and subscribe. So today we'll be talking about freedom. What's freedom? Freedom is the ability to do what you feel like. No, shock you. Freedom is not the ability to do what you feel like. Why did I say so? Let me give you an instance. Sex, for instance. Sex is the strongest driving force on earth. It has fallen great men. It fell Samson, David, and a lot of great individuals. But you know that sex is not as addictive as masturbation. Wow. Freedom. Now, before you indulge in a sexual activity, it requires two people, right? You need the consent of your partner. So without the consent of your partner, there is no indulgence. That consent becomes a what? A limitation. It deprives you of what? Freedom of indulgence. Then that's the problem. But masturbation, now you get your genitals now. Anytime where you want, badu. Heaven help those who help themselves. I was joking. But then, you're free to indulge as you want. That word, freedom. Where does it end up in? Addiction. What is addiction? Control, slavery. You become a slave to that one habit where you express freedom. So your freedom led you to an addiction, which is slavery, because you're doing what you feel like, because it was what? Free. So you see, if you say freedom is doing what you feel like, when you're angry, have you ever acted out of anger and eventually regretted? Say, I forgot to do that thing where I do. Why do you regret if you really did what you wanted to do? Because you said freedom is acting the way you feel like. Meaning, it wasn't you doing what you wanted to do. That's why you say, I wasn't in my right senses. What happened to your right senses? It went left. You were in your left senses. It left you. You know. The thing is, we were controlled by an emotion. You know what we do is when we feel a certain way, we embody it by saying things like, I am angry, I am horny, I am hungry. No. You're not angry. Why? If you notice the word, I am angry. Now there is an I am that is admitting to anger. Let's say you're hungry. You say, I am hungry. You eat, you become satisfied. You say, I am satisfied. If you notice that the hungry and the satisfaction, they change, but something never change. What is that? The I am. Everybody has an I am. I ask you your name, what do you say? I am David. I am Solomon. Your name might be given by my name, but what never changes is the I am that admits the name. When Moses in the Bible asked God, who do I tell them sent me? He said, tell them, the I am that I am. So everybody has an I am factor. That is the real. Not even your name, not even your face. No, but the consciousness in you that knows that I am hungry. Now that is the issue. So if we keep on acting on these affixes or these attachments to the I am, you would never act right. You would always be moved by moods, by emotions, urges, and you think I am doing what I feel like. No, you are not doing what you feel like. You're doing what your emotion, which is a temporary visitor, is commanding you to do. When you act angry, you're doing what your urge, which is a temporary visitor, is commanding you to do. When you're stimulated, you're doing everything else, but you're not doing what the I am is telling you to do. So you see that doing what you feel like does not give you freedom, does not make you free. So what makes you free? If I don't do what I feel like as freedom, why would I not be free? It's ironical, you know. Freedom is self-mastery. Freedom is the ability to do what you know you have to do despite what you feel like doing. Knowing is logical. Feeling is emotional. Logic over emotions. I feel angry, but I know I cannot take this knife and stab this guy's throat, because at the long run, I will now be in prison. And what do? I control myself. I master my emotions. It feels like I'm not free to act the way I feel. But if I act the way I feel, I will end up becoming a slave and becoming incarcerated. So freedom is not free. Freedom comes with a responsibility, self-control, and self-mastery. So the whole Bible is all about mastery. The Bible teaches you how to fast. That is mastery over your appetite. The Bible preaches against sexual immorality. That is mastery over your urges, and a lot more. So self-mastery equals freedom. And discipline is the only way to attain self-mastery. Stand my ironical, because discipline is all about restricting yourself. So at the long run, no freedom. Or maybe freedom has a price. Maybe. So now, the only way you can embody Christ consciousness, which is going to be my next topic, Christ consciousness, is by attaining self-mastery, is by evolving and developing yourself to the point where you have become a master over your lower nature. So until then, I'd advise you, or before then, I'd advise you to subscribe, like, comment. Let's keep this channel going. So keep on feeding ourselves to feed for thought. Me, like I said, don't benefit small. Maybe later I will chop. It's discipline. Maybe no over chop. You get. So stick to the page, stick to the community, share this video, like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to Free Man Community. Enjoy food for thought. See you in the next video. Namaste.